We are at a full spectrum war, hitting us from every angle. It's unbelievable. It's a full spectrum attack on humanity. So I can't keep up with it all. There's so many things that go wrong within a single day. If you're away from the computer for 2 hours, then you've already missed 20 atrocities. And then to go ahead and research each one of those atrocities, you can spend all day long, 24/7, just trying to keep up with all the evil that is being perpetrated in this world. It's overwhelming. I can't keep up with it. I don't even bother to try and keep up with it. I have a saying now, and you'll have to excuse my language, because people send me these videos all the time. Oh, you got to watch this video. See what they've done? And I'm going, look, I already get it. Here's my answer to all of that.
Yes.
Everyone's an asshole.
Okay.
And everything is bullshit. So I think if you follow that rule of thumb, you will never go wrong, because everything you hear coming from the media and the politicians and the newspapers, it's all bullshit. 100% bullshit. And when they have some new revelation, oh, this guy's a pedophile and there's thieves. Yeah, hello. They're all assholes. So, everything is bullshit and everyone is an asshole. That's my rule of thumb. I don't need to research anymore. I don't have time anymore. I did that way back in 2001 when the Twin Towers came down. And, I knew it instantly. I knew on the day they came down, I knew it was an inside job. And I knew who was behind it. I figured that out the first day it happened. And then I spent a lot of time trying to spread the word. It's an inside job. It's all set up. It's a false flag. They're doing this to Rant through the Patriot Act and through new police powers to create a new agency, the Homeland Security Agency. What an Orwellian title that was. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is going to really wake people up. The population. Within 6 months, George Bush and everybody in the White House is going to be at the end of a hangman's rope, for treason against the country and mass murder. And here we are 20 years later. 24/7, full stream, mainstream indoctrination, propaganda, lies, and more lies. It drives me crazy. Trump, but then a sideshow, for Christ's sakes. And everybody believed in him, and he did that. He didn't do anything. What did he do? How did he clean the swamp? Absolutely not. The same criminals that were there in the White House under Bush and Clinton's and Obama, Barry Soetoro, they're still there. Didn't clean nothing out. Hillary is not in jail. So good work there, Trump. Forget about people. You cannot rely on a political movement to solve the problems. Every political movement is compromised. Everyone. There's no far-right movement that's going to get into power. There's no truth movement that's going to get into power. They're there only for a show, only to let you think that, maybe something will change now that, this guy's in power. Now we can see some hope. Forget about it. There is no hope. There is no political solution to what we have going on here.
Yeah, exactly. That is what I always say. Exchanging the matrix agent doesn't change a thing.
That's right. Boom, boom. Suddenly he transforms and he's another agent. Yeah, I don't even believe the lower levels are good people either. Look, if you work for the government, number one, you are a parasite. Because working for the government means you produce nothing of value for society. And you live off the money that productive people pay into it. Mm-hmm. So you're automatically a parasite. And the higher up you go, the bigger the parasite you are. So I don't believe, look, there is no political solution to this. None. You can't start another party. You can't vote the evil people out. You can't vote a good person in, because there are no good people. There are none. Not in politics. There are no good people. Politics are made up of two types of people: psychopaths and people that are so stupid they believe the psychopaths. That's it. There is nobody else. So I have no time for that.
The construct always throws confusion and fear at you. Yeah? At the Apple factory. A couple of years ago, there was a talk about the suicide nets that they had around the buildings, because people started jumping out of the windows at the Apple factory, and then they they established some suicide nets. So when you jump, that you fall into the net instead of rethinking the working condition.
Yeah, that's a cheap fix, you see. And I know about the suicide nets. I mentioned it in one of my videos on Paradise Stolen, the myth of efficiency. But meanwhile, Steve Jobs in the United States, oh, he's the great hero. He's the entrepreneur, billionaire. What a wonderful guy. And he's the one that's responsible. He built those factories over there in China. And it's mostly Apple factories where they commit suicide. Listen, if I had to live under those conditions, I would kill myself too. There's no escape. There's no escaping China. There's no escaping the communist lockdown that they have on society. They have mass psychosis, fear. That's what Carl Jung wrote. And so when you have ignorance and fear, then people become psychotic. And psychotic means that you cannot perceive reality. You cannot comprehend the difference between reality and fantasy and propaganda. And that's what we have now. So being emotionally prepared for this, they're insane. How can they be emotionally prepared? You know, psychosis is the definition of insanity. So the vast majority of the people in the world are insane. You can't reason with them. You can't talk to them. You can't help them. You can't show them the light. You can't offer them information or facts. Anything like that. It doesn't matter. You're talking to somebody that thinks they're Napoleon. There's no reasoning with them. And that's your family. That's your co-workers. That's the people, your friends, everybody that doesn't get what's going on now. How can you not see the giant genocide program that's in place right now? How can you not see that? You would have to be insane not to comprehend that. And well, that's exactly what they are. So I could talk about mental health and being spiritually prepared, and all their friends and all their family members won't take any steps to prepare. They won't try to fight against the system. They're done. It's over. So there's no sense me offering advice for, spiritual development, emotional well-being, not to the vast majority of people, because they're insane. They can't get it. They won't get it. And we're slowly being driven insane by the cognitive dissonance of our current society. Something as simple as getting a punching bag and using that for half an hour every day will go a long way. And what I always prescribe, it's in my book, The Master's Guide to the Way of the Warrior, and that is communing with nature. Nature is your regeneration tool. You regenerate the body's energy. You normalize the electrical charges throughout your body. Go out barefoot, walk through the forest, feel the sunlight on your face, the wind in your hair, and be surrounded by trees and lakes and rivers. And that will regenerate you. That is your spiritual rejuvenation technique. Nature, exercise, and beating the shit out of a punching bag. Mm-hmm. So, no, I don't care anymore. I don't care, Judith, about Paradise Stolen. No, I don't care anymore.